Hello, my name's Gary with HaveFunWithScience.com, and today's presentation is on how to make a vortex. One fun comparison to do is to take two 2-liter bottles and fill them equally with water, and then put one aside. The first one will do the standard tip the bottle and let the water glurp 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 out. And then we'll see how long it takes. From the time the water began to leave the jar, it took 21.4 seconds for the bottle to empty. Now let's try the vortex method. Using the vortex method, the water escaped the jar much faster. From the time the water began to leave the jar this time until it completely emptied, it took 8.5 seconds. The reason why it took so much longer to empty the bottle using the standard pour method as compared to the vortex is because with the standard method, the water and the air have to take turns leaving the bottle instead of leaving the bottle at the same time. Making a vortex is easy. All you have to do is securely grab the bottle and then rotate it in a circular motion using your hands. And when you're ready, tip the bottle and let the water flow out the opening. And then you should see a spiral vortex in the tube. Now the reason why the vortex makes the water exit the bottle so much faster than the standard pour method, it's because when you rotate the bottle and make the water churn inside in a circular motion, and then allow the water to escape through the opening, you are allowing a vortex to form. And when that vortex forms, it's hollow. So, air is allowed to escape through the hollow inside, while at the same time, the water is allowed to escape through the sides of the vortex. If you would like to do this experiment away from a sink and reuse the water, joining two bottles together would be a good idea. A vortex is a type of motion that causes liquid, normally water, or gas, to travel in a whirling movement, thus forming a spiral column that resembles a tornado, where the rotating liquid or gas falls through an opening, such as a drain, by the force of gravity. I added soap to the water in an effort to make the vortex easier to see. There is the issue of connecting the two bottles together. The easiest way would be to go online and buy a tornado tube connector. But I didn't feel like doing that. I figured I could easily connect two bottles together. But it ended up being a little bit more involved than I thought. What I planned on doing was taking two pop bottle caps and epoxying them together, or trying one of the various instant super glues. And once the two caps were glued securely together, I'd take a drill with a 1/2-inch bit and drill a hole through them. I tried both of them, and both adhesives failed. One snapped in my hands, and the other one snapped in the process of trying to do one of the experiments. Plan C was to take a piece of 1/2-inch copper pipe that I had laying around from a previous plumbing project and wrap duct tape around it until it could snugly fit into the opening of the 2-liter bottle. Once it was in position, I took the other 2-liter bottle and placed it on top of the first bottle until it was positioned correctly on top of the connector. Finally, for good measure, I took more duct tape and wrapped it around the bottlenecks of the 2 bottles in order to make them as sturdy as I could possibly make them. This worked for an adult anyway. I'm not sure it would work with children. You could try it outside. Using this approach, it is important to keep one hand on the bottlenecks at all times while you're stirring it.